Hey Virgo, it's Tanisha from Tanisha's Tarot. I'm here to do a mini reading for you for February 2020. I'm going to do 3 little cards that give a little insight into some of the energies at play for you in this month, and then do some clarification on that to get some deeper insight. Alrighty, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first up we have the Two of Wands, then we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Two of Wands represents decisions, decisions to be made in relation to what actions to take, and it's about evaluating options and what your next step is going to be. So for you in February, this is going to be a focus of what are your options and which steps do you need to take next. The next card in your reading is the Ace of Swords, which tells me about there being truth, there's fast honesty, there's a potential for new beginnings, and there can be a level of naivety or innocence. Anything to do with aces are new and fresh, which can be exciting and new, but can also be, the blossom is still opening. You're still yet to see all of the petals or all of what's in front of you. But it very much talks about a new, fresh start and honesty and cutting through the nonsense, getting real. And then the Knight of Wands is about action and adventure and a new offer, and it can actually also signify, new passions and even a new person that comes in that's exciting, and that brings with them a lot of passion. So let's have a look at the clarification for these cards is, as you decide and you cut through the nonsense and this new energy or new person comes into your world. So Two of Wands clarification. Alright, so the Two of Wands clarification is the King of Pentacles, which tells me that these decisions that you're making has got to do with finance. The financial side of things. The King of Pentacles represents abundance. He is very centered, he's generous, but he can be slightly controlling. So, this energy definitely is about decisions to do with your finances, how you're controlling your finances, how you're balancing your finances, and whatever this choice is, whatever this decision is, it's very much going to be impacting your finances. But we have to remember here, with this Two of Wands, he has the world in his hands. So, sometimes to do with finance and stepping into new spaces, it can bring with it some fear because of the unknown. But with the Two of Wands being in your reading, these choices are made with the world in your hands. So it means you have what you need to move into that space of next action. So it's there are other 2 cards in the tarot that have it that signify much more difficulty with choices, and this is not a difficult choice. You have what you need to make these choices, and you're seeing where you need to go with your choices. So this is a power choice. You have power in this choice. Your actions are secured. Alright, so with the Ace of Swords clarification, alright, so we have the Ten of Wands, which as a clarifier for the Ace of Swords and in relation to the rest of this story, this is very much about letting go, the end of a cycle, putting down a load you've been carrying for a very long time. It's a burden about to be relieved. So you're seeing the end in sight. So this as this relates to the Ace of Swords as a clarifier, you're about to cut something out. You're about to cut something out that is no longer serving you and that isn't bringing in what you need anymore. And it's been a heavy burden, and you've completed the journey on that front. So it's a new freedom. You're cutting something out. You're putting down a burden, which is what creates the new beginning. The new beginning starts as you put down the old burden. Now, the Knight of Wands, we'll get clarification for that. Knight of Wands, clarifier for the Knight of Wands. Alright, is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is all about foundations, commitment, stability, and harmony. So with this new action, with this new person, with this new influence of action and adventure, or this new offer, the new offer will bring about the stability that you're wanting. The new offer will set you up with foundations that are solid. The new offer is going to take you into that harmonious space. So the whole reading leads you to this point where you end up better off than when you started. By the end of February, you actually have stepped out into new territory, but it's more stable footing than what you had at the start of the month because of the decision you made and because of the load that you let go of. So I think that this is going to be a huge month for you, Virgo, and I think that you're going to feel great relief and great optimism by the end of this month. Alright, so thank you so much for listening and watching, liking, subscribing, sharing my video. I look forward to speaking to you next month, and I hope you have a happy February.